Welcome back to Wednesdays with Wade. As we think about fall cleanup and preparation for the upcoming winter, one of the other things you need to pay attention to is your hose. You may have an outside hose and that you use to water your flowers or garden or your lawn or whatever it is, but there's some things that happen to here. It's really easy to neglect that, and all of a sudden one cold night and everything freezes up. So there can be, this particular hose bib is frost free, meaning it can freeze because of the valve is so far in. When you take it off, all the water drips out and the valve is far enough in that it won't freeze. But even though you have a frost-free hose bib, you still need to disconnect the hose. So if we come in here, disconnect this, that allows all of the water that is in this hose or that happens to be in here would leak out and come out and not be a problem when it does freeze. And then you want to take some effort to go through and unwire your hose, lift it up over a chair or a table or something to make sure all the water is out of that. And then this can stay outside and freeze as long as all the water's out. But if you leave it hooked up, any water that happens to be in this hose is going to freeze, and all the water that's in the valve is going to freeze. So even though you have a frost-free, if you don't have a frost-free, and it should say there's a little knob on the top and you should be able to look close and see that that's on there. If you don't have one, it's relatively inexpensive to put one in. You can bring a plumber out. That's probably something that the average homeowner does not have the skill set to do, but for a couple $100, you could have a plumber come out, put a frost-free one in, then you don't have to go inside and drain it every year. If yours is not frost-free, you usually have access to it from the basement, and there's a little petcock valve in there that you can open up. You shut a valve downstream off, and that allows all the water to drain out of there. That's really about it. And then you store your hose away and get ready for next spring. It's worth it for a couple of minutes, otherwise you're going to be spending a lot of money in the spring when this thaws out, or worse yet, you're going to have a leak in your basement as that pipe freezes and bursts and starts to let its water flow in there. So thanks again for tuning in to Wednesdays with Wade. Check the link below if you need the name of a plumber to be able to come out and take care of that job for you. They'd be happy to do it, and we appreciate you checking out the video today.